Hello and welcome back to We Who Are About to Die. So we started our new slave little playthrough here last time because we actually did achieve victory, surprisingly enough, with our previous character, the desperate politician. And we are also now on the new update. There was actually a new update that was adding a whole bunch of extra things to draft. They actually changed how the AI works as well a little bit. And they also made a quite a funny change, considering I'm playing a slave right now. They made a change to the slave, specifically. And the change they made was making it so that betting doesn't get reduced by 50%. So the reward that you get, as a slave, because obviously the Scolo takes 50% of your earnings, that is no longer affected with bets. So bets are no longer going to be taken away from you by such a significant amount. So betting is actually good now, according to the patch notes. At least that's what I've read. Hopefully it's going to be good for me. I don't know whether it is, but I guess we're going to find out. Now, this is a rusty club. I'm really not looking forward to using this at all, so I'm thinking I might just get this axe instead. It's pretty cheap in comparison, but I really don't like it at all. I don't like any of these things, actually. I feel like, yeah, it's not looking particularly good. Let's just say that. Anyway, we're just going to get a little bit of a loot. Okay, we're going to get a loot, apparently. That is hilarious. Okay. Why would you do this? It's fragile. It breaks after one hit. It does 15 damage. It has a 10% fame multiplier. I have no idea why this would even be in the game. I don't know why that would be even in the game. It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I have barely any money or anything like that because we're going to get the money that we saved up, that we invested over the course of, apparently someone said, over the course of 10 weeks. So every single week, we're going to be getting some more, which is, in my opinion, a bit weird. I don't know why they decided to change that, because back in the day, when I first started playing this game, it actually made it so that you'd be able to pretty much just, have however much money you had, invested. I guess they basically wanted to balance it so that immediately you wouldn't be able to purchase a masterwork weapon, because otherwise you could just invest a huge amount of cash into your next character, if you succeeded with your previous run, of course, and then you'd be able to purchase something like almost a masterwork or godly weapon in those cases. And that would be a very, very big deal, of course. So let me actually just see here. Okay, I am already in third person. Now, yeah, so basically they made it so that sprinting takes more stamina now. And this is kind of an interesting change, because obviously the main strategy, apparently according to the patch notes, the main strategy that people have been using is the strategy that I'm using, which is quite surprising. I never would have expected any strategy that I'm using to be somewhat good, but apparently it is. And basically it was literally just sprinting away and kiting as much as possible. That seems to be the way that a lot of people have been playing the game, which I'm quite surprised about. But they've now made it so that stamina is more costly for when you sprint, which I personally am not a big fan of, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, if they want to try to make certain playstyles more difficult, then I guess that's just how we're going to have to do things. It spoils to the victor, by the way, so I'm going to look for fancy jug, I guess. Yeah, I'll take the fancy jug. It seems pretty good to me. I want to make sure I don't die by walking onto the trap. That would be kind of hilarious. Imagine I just die instantly by running onto that thing. So there isn't a shield on the floor, as far as I can tell. No. All right, fine. There you go. Okay. So obviously that's the point. We're not really caring any bit actually about the kinds of rewards that we're getting right now. I actually wanted to train, but unfortunately I didn't have enough cash to be able to do that. So as you can see, look at this. Your Scolo takes its card of 421. Obviously that's fine. I'm not going to be taking any of these because this actually reduces my stamina for the next thing, and I don't need the I don't need any of the favor with these people anymore. So there we go. I sold that for 2,500. Unfortunately, because the Scolo is annoying, they're going to take half of that. So now we have 2,500. This actually gives me the opportunity to possibly purchase something here if we want to. Yeah, that's the... this is a bit problematic, isn't it? A bit problematic. Because what I actually want to do is I want to repair my other weapon. So I'm going to repair my other weapon. And then I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll once. Oh, okay. We actually got something relatively decent. I can just about afford this weapon. Its fame multiplier is absolutely awful. Okay, so technically what I could do is I could sell one of my leg pieces and then I could buy the strong hammer, because this one's looking much better than the wooden sparring longsword. Because while the longsword does have... Whoa, wait a minute. The strong hammer's speed is literally 30. What? 30? How slow must that be? I don't think I've ever used a weapon that is actually 30, so I guess I am just going to be buying the wooden sparring longsword then instead. Didn't really want to do that, but I need to spend money on a weapon, and then we're just going to have to go in. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, survival, that could be potentially fine. A many versus many, I hate that. And shrouded, okay, yeah, well, shrouded is probably not something we're going to do. I have no money to do anything, so we're just going to go in with the survival round here, and we're hopefully then going to have the ability to use my wonderful weapon from my previous run, because for some reason, heirloom items are always damaged when you go to your next character. I don't know why that was a necessity to implement, but I guess, you know, again, it's more like you just don't want these really low-level characters to have super powerful gear, but it kind of diminishes the value of that upgrade dramatically, makes it kind of sad. But whatever the case, let's try not to get murdered here. This guy basically looks exactly the same as me, which is quite funny. And I should have a pretty easy time of things here. Now, bear in mind, the AI also now sprints towards you much more often, so they're going to be much more aggressive. They say in the patch notes that they have made the lethality of the game much higher by, or you know, instituting all these changes. And from my perspective, I'm not entirely sure if that was really necessary, because from what I've experienced so far, I've literally, as you've seen in this series, I have only achieved victory once. And I think that is quite telling. Isn't that quite telling? I don't know. For me personally, I think that's quite telling. It basically says, yeah, the game's actually pretty, I think maybe pretty tough. Because obviously the Desperate Politician has a much easier time of winning because it has entourage almost instantaneously, has none of the drawbacks of the Slave, for example, and I think the Slave might actually be maybe even the most difficult character to play with, because it just has no money to do anything with. This guy, as you can see, is just absolutely sprinting after me with reckless abandon, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to take us down, which obviously is his prerogative, but it's very... As you can see, you see exactly what he's doing right here. It's just... The new change, I think, might be maybe a little bit too much, because the AI is literally just clobbering me right now. Obviously, I don't really have a problem with challenge, because let's face it, we've failed many times so far, but I feel like maybe the AI is a bit too aggressive now, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we can actually just take him down. Oh no, okay, apparently not. No, okay, careful, careful. Okay, there we go, he's gone. Whew. Okay, that was way too close. That was way too close, and we are going to have a really hard time recovering from this, actually. Because, just think about this. Every single time we get gold, half of that is gone, you know? Half of that is gone immediately. And that's really, really pretty harsh, actually. I'm wondering whether we should go for 2 free physician treatments. That's probably going to be more useful than me buying this axe. So I'm going to go for that. And we're going to, oh well, I have to spend my fame to be able to get a physician this week, so that's kind of annoying too, but it's, I suppose it's fine. And now we finally have my old weapon available, and this is going to be real nice. So let's just heal ourselves here, and that's it. That's literally all I could do, because the physician heals you for less every single procedure that he does, which is very annoying in itself. But let's just take a quick look. Okay, so we've got this. This gives me more fame. Probably going to be a pretty decent idea because I don't have any right arm armor, so it kind of makes sense. Both of these are basically the exact same. They're both almost exactly the same thing. We're just going to unlock another slot here just in case, and then we're probably going to go in, and that's it. That's probably all I can really do. There is another survival here, which, all things considered, I don't really want to do, but I kind of have to. It's luck of the draw as well, which is actually quite amusing, considering, let's face it, I did just very specifically repair my weapon. But yeah, there was a survival on the other side there as well, in the middle, but that was shrouded, and I didn't know what kind of enemies we're going to be fighting. And luck of the draw is going to make this quite simple for us, or at least I think it should. I need to find Iron Falchion. There's the Iron Falchion. I will take that immediately. Thank you very much. There's a large fancy jug as well, but we can't take that, which is so sad. So the Iron Falchion, come on now. Get me that. Thank you. And I'm going to pick up the shield too. There we are. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we can do some massive damage. Oh yeah. Okay. This is looking, yeah, this is looking not so bad. Not so bad. Okay, I'm just going to go to town on this guy. As you can see, he's literally going to town on me too, though. That's the problem. Look at his lethality right here. Look at him. What? He's just going after me right now. He's just going after me like no one's business. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about him now because he's dead. But now we've got another opponent. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, they've made it also that I think, as far as I'm aware, they made it so that sprint is a lot slower when you're moving backwards, to try to curb the strategy for surviving. And well, I'm not sure if I agree about that one either. But you know, as I've always said, it is not up to me. I am not the developer. Let's not be in the middle there. There we go. No, let's not die. But yeah, it's now all gonna be about trying to maximize your stamina so that you have enough stamina to get away. And I think personally, I feel like probably maybe a solution, or at least in my opinion, a better solution for this would have been not touching the sprint, maybe making it cost a little bit more stamina, but not really slowing it down. But maybe making it so that dash is a bit more usable, because the dash is a pretty useful thing. You know, don't get me wrong, I think that's really, really good. And it would be really amazing if dash would have actually given some form of invulnerability frames or something along those lines. Obviously, that's just me. You know, maybe I'm not thinking right. You know, maybe there's some reason why there aren't invulnerability frames even. You know, and yeah, so. That's just my idea, at the very least. Anyway, I am going to be taking... Oh no, I really wanted We Who Are About to Disinfect, but unfortunately I can't get that. That is so sad right now. That is so sad. Okay, well, I'm just going to heal myself. Going to go for the stamina here. Going to just go for 3 stamina. Not going to be taking anything else. And we are just going to go into the next one. An elite fight. The Pagan Prophet. I'm going to die if I do this. You know that, right? I'm almost 100% that I'm gonna die doing this. You know what? Because people have been asking me to, you know, do more of these kinds of things, I'm just gonna do it just so that you get an idea as to how difficult it would be for a character like mine to actually go in there and do that. Because this is, in my opinion, not doable for me personally, because my skill level is just not high enough, you know, Maybe before, maybe with the previous patch, but the new patch makes the AI extremely aggressive, and that means that I'm probably gonna die here because the aggression of the new AI is so incredibly difficult to play against because they charge against you, you know, they sprint against you and they will do damage, and then you will literally just die because they have so much forward momentum, and it's very, very difficult to counter that. If this was Rabble, I think I might actually be able to do this really, really easily, but the way it is right now, not so much. Thankfully, these guys are wearing some pretty bad gear, so I should be able to pretty easily eliminate most of them quite fast. But the elite enemy is the one that I am concerned with. And as you can see, they actually have my weapons as well. Or they're using sickles or whatever it is. But yeah. I actually don't know whether this is kind of like timed, like a survival round is timed. I hope it isn't. But if it is, then he's attacking me even though I attacked him? Why? That's crazy. Okay, well, he's dead as well. I mean, literally, I'm not entirely sure how I'm even doing this, to be honest, because I actually thought I would die almost immediately, but I'm worried about the elite. Okay, I'm worried about the elite. I'm just going for their heads right now because I know the helmet they're wearing, it's only got extremely limited durability, and I can just very easily destroy that, and then just focus on killing them. And we don't need to worry too much. I mean, literally, look at them. They're charging into me right now, pushing me back just by charging into me. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, super aggressive, super aggressive. Okay, so wait, there's two of them? Wait, no, wait, no. There's just one. Look at this guy, though. Look at him. What is he doing? Why are you charging after me so dramatically, sir? Get out of here. Leave me alone, sir. I would appreciate it. Okay, yeah, let's just be very careful. I'm just going to try and eliminate the ads first, as you do in all good boss fights. You want to eliminate the ads first. They probably have a spell that heals him to full HP. Oh, he killed his own guy. Well, that's pretty funny. Okay, this might actually be easier than anticipated because he has pretty low gear, which would be a miracle. But the one other elite fight that I have done was extremely difficult, and with this new AI, I thought to myself, yeah, I'm probably not going to be very capable of doing this. Okay, I was going to say, okay, nice, but apparently I only hit him for 3 damage there, which is pretty sad. Okay, there we go. Okay, we just got to be careful. No, don't get hit now. Don't get hit now, you absolute imbecile. Okay, there we go. He's dead. Okay, I'm actually surprised. I'm very surprised. Good job. Good job. Wow. So I can keep the weapon and or shield you exit the arena with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my current weapon. I'm going to take a look at what he had. He had a pagan scythe, which, as you can see, is a polearm. Sells for 1,500. My weapon sells for 1,100, but I personally prefer my weapon a great deal. So I'm probably going to be keeping mine. Is there a shield somewhere? Yep. There is a shield. So I will go over there and pick it up. Wait, no, is that not? Oh, that's not the shield? Okay, yeah, the frying pan's not a shield, unfortunately. Alright, wait a minute. Is that a... That's a fancy jug. Oh, okay. It's not a large fancy jug. I was hopeful that it would be that. Oh well, never mind. There you go. I mean, that was actually the best option for me anyway, because we're going to get a huge amount of fame for this too. I mean, this was a good round just purely for the fact that these enemies had extremely low gear, and that was it. If they had good gear, I'd be out of there. I'd be dead instantly, basically. So, you know, that's something to bear in mind. Anyway, let's have a look here. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. Gonna buy this straight away. Let's go there. There we are. Sell that. We are now gonna have some issues because I'm gonna need to do... We are about to disinfect. I literally cannot heal myself because I have no more cash. However, I can obviously do fundraising and things like that to trade fame or money. Let's just take a quick look at the battles. Okay, we got a survival here. They all have rabble. This could be really easy. Very much depends. They all have rabble too. Oh, that is so funny. But this is much, much longer, as you can see. So I'm probably going to be taking this one, even though we're going to be facing 2 enemies in the middle there. But they do have rabble, so it should be pretty simple. Now let's just have a look and see. I can't win this within 1 minute, and I don't have any money anyway. But I would have to fundraise for that. Is there anything else that I could do? No. It's actually quite funny how none of the bets are actually available for me right now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but my bets have always been completely useless for my current situation, because obviously I'm doing survivals, and I did an elite fight just now, and we've done did we do anything else? We did a... I think that's it, actually. We haven't done anything else. Okay, yeah, so that actually needs to be... we need to be more careful of that, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, let's just try and not get killed. 24 damage! Yeah, you can see that. The AI is wanting you to die. And this is the first guy, right? This is the first guy. And I've already taken 24 damage from him. And I think I'm probably done, actually. Okay, he's dead. This guy, what is his armor? He's wearing masterwork armor right here. This is I believe this is masterwork armor. I seem to remember that this is definitely something along those lines. Trying to hit his naked arm here. How is he doing damage to me without actually swinging? Did you see that? Okay. He's dead, thankfully. That was a don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. I'm not gonna say anything on that. Okay, so this guy's gonna die instantly, basically. Yep, there we go. He had basically nothing. No armor whatsoever, so super simple, especially considering he you know, the rabble trait basically makes this a non-issue. As you can quite clearly see. What? That was it? Oh wow, okay, maybe I could have done the less than a minute thing if I rushed. I don't know, maybe. It probably would have been almost impossible, but there you go. We got some good fame multiplier right now, so I'm getting a pretty decent amount of fame, actually. And I'm pretty happy with that. However, we are, of course, still losing huge amounts of money. Okay, so let's have a look. Skills, I guess, and... oh, we lost 20% health, and we can't do any of these other things here, but thankfully we can actually use our physician, and we can't actually upgrade ourselves at all. We can't do training. I was actually planning on training this week, but oh well, never mind. Let's have a look at my weapon right here. Okay, it's still okay. Still not great, but okay. Okay, so technically what I could do, there's a draft. Okay, so now they've actually added a new faction to draft called the Demori, and they're, I actually don't know what they're all about, but yeah, bets are also disabled, as you can see. So I guess we're going to go in here and do that. We are uniformed as well, so I think the best course of action for me right now would be to repair my stuff. And that's it. Why not? Why not? You know, let's go in here and do that. No bets available, just a reminder, and we're just going to go straight on in and see what the new draft mode is like, because here's the thing, they actually said that they removed the ballista icons, basically. The ballista icons on the floor. They removed those, so you have no idea where the ballistas are aiming now. And I don't know whether you noticed what I said, or whatever, in the previous episode. I said, hey, it would be really cool if we could have really clear indicators on the ballistas, and then it's just like, nah, they just completely remove them. But obviously in this mode, that's when they remove them, in this mode, not in the other ones. What is this guy actually doing? Why is he chasing me right now? Okay, well, at the very least, I can do some damage. I've got to be a bit careful here as well, because, oh, nice damage. There we go, got him. He's dead. Can we get this guy dead too? Yes, we can. Nice. He's gone. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Okay, very nice. Come on now, let's do this. I'm gonna target this guy down. He's got no armor whatsoever. I should very easily be capable of doing critical hits. Okay, I've got to be careful. Gotta be careful. Nice parry, sir. Nice parry. Oh, never mind, you're dead. I won't give you any compliments any further. And this guy is a bit dangerous. He's got a good weapon. Nice. Nice. There we go. I mean, the thing is, I feel like that's actually something to bear in mind here. If you have a fight that has rabble, you should probably always take that. I feel like that is definitely basically the way to go. I think that's probably always the way to go, no matter what, because if a match has rabble, you're just going to dominate. I think every single time, no matter whether it's a draft or, you know, a tournament or anything like that, you're always going to dominate. And I think that, wait a minute, are we not dominating right now? No, it doesn't seem like it. Oh dear, this is a bit problematic. Okay. Look at me saying, oh yes, you're always going to dominate when it's a rabble mode, but no. And then as soon as I say that, boom, then all of a sudden the enemy starts fighting back. That's really amusing. All right, there you go. Nice. And I believe, whoa, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Is this the general? Is that the general of this faction? Yep, looks like it. Okay, he's lost his armor already. That's pretty nice. Okay, I've just got to be a bit careful here. Gonna try and do an overhead. Nice. Good damage, good damage. Yeah, there we go. We got around his shield and everything. Very nice indeed. And now, all I need to do is just eliminate these last enemies, and we should be fine. Nice, that one's dead. And we've got our general here as well. It's actually quite funny. Is he actually effective? Is he actually any good? Because it feels to me like he's not really doing much, but there you go. We actually did that in 2 minutes 40 seconds. That is surprising. Usually draft mode for me takes a huge amount longer, but I apparently did, I did all right. And yeah, apparently you get 0 fame for doing this now, as you can see. Because I actually noticed that in the patch notes, and I was thinking to myself, really? Okay, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, as you can see, you get 0 fame because technically you just got drafted. So for me personally, as a slave character right now, as the slave class, it is not good to do drafts. Because otherwise you're just going to lose all of your cash. That's basically it. You're just going to lose all your cash and then you're going to be done. And that's going to be so incredibly bad. Yeah, best dig into my savings. All matches presented this week will pay out minus 50% gold. Ah, that's great. That's wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Because it's almost exactly the same. I mean, literally 50% less gold. And I'm already playing the slave class that already reduces my wages by 50%. I think that's a bit redundant, but yes. That's funny. Okay, so we're just gonna spend this. I'm gonna try to go for entourage as soon as possible. Just gonna try to get some more stamina here though. And I should probably try to get some better armor across the board. This is actually an okay shield, but it's way too expensive for me right now. I'd like to get something a little bit different. This spear is just I don't know. This spear is just so funny because it's like, okay, we're going to give you a spear. It's a godly spear. You're playing a slave and you have no money, so we're going to give you that. Obviously, it's random. So I'm not truly complaining. Anyway, I'm going to just continue re-rolling a little bit here because I'm actually not even sure what I'm really looking for right now. I'm ideally looking for a really, really cheap shield that gives me some fame or something else that gives me additional fame multiplier. I don't really need a weapon, so that's not really something that I am looking for. Maybe a helmet, actually. A helmet would be really, really nice. You know, I'm talking about a golden wreath here, or something like that. That would be insane. If we could get a golden wreath, that would be amazing. Yeah, we've already got an extraordinary right there. You know what? I'm going to do a little something here. I'm going to do a little something. So I'm actually going to be spending 3,000 fame. This is usually what I would never recommend doing, by the way. If you're playing this game as well, don't do what I'm doing or about to do just now. Never unlock this. You always want to wait for the event that unlocks shop slots so that you don't waste 3,000 fame on this. But I'm going to do this for the sheer fact that I'm going to actually put in an order. I'm going to put in a shop order here. I don't usually do this because I feel like it's kind of pointless. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to fish for the godly wreath, right? The golden wreath. We're going to try to fish for that because it's super cheap. It gives you a massive, massive amount of fame. And we're going to try to get that. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to heal myself back up to full HP. All right. So I've got 4,000 gold. And we now have the ability to bet. What's the many versus many like? Oh, that's terrible. I really don't like that game mode. Okay, so... Can I survive with 70% health? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, one thing you've got to realize as well about the 200, well, shall we say, dealing damage to teammates, is that damage done to teammates has been reduced. Friendly fire has been reduced. So this is a harder bet to do now, apparently, if I've understood that correctly. So we're just going to actually take the 70% health thing, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. And I only wish that I was at 50% health to start with, so that I could fail the bet immediately, because I really love actually doing that. You know, that's a super good strategy, because if you don't know this, if you actually do that, it actually tells the game that you are super dumb, and then it takes pity on you, and then you're actually able to do much better. You see, that's the reason why we were able to succeed in our politician run. I just had their same smarts that they do, you know. So anyway, we will now try to win in the grand tournament. Oh, nice damage. Oh, nice damage again. Okay, hello. This guy's got no armor, so I'm just going to take advantage of that. Okay, I'm going to block him. Nice. Oh, wow, didn't block that one. I'm going all floppy. Yep, going all floppy all over the place. Can he die, please? There we go, thank you. Alright. Am I at 70%? Yeah, I am actually just about at 70. So if I take any more damage, I'm going to be done. I'm just going to play around this pillar right now. Oh, he's dead. Whew, that was a nice hit. Nice hit. Okay, come on now. Got to be careful. Don't want to take any damage from this guy. Okay, here we go. Nice. 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 Oh, what a wonderful flurry of blows that we had right there. You could almost say that we were a movie star in the 80s or something like that. Blows, get it? Because, you know, the snorting and the fun that people have. Ah, well, never mind. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Done. We did it. Look at that. Round 1 victory. Are we going to get a heal, by the way, for this? Actually, can't remember whether they heal you. Yeah, they do. Okay, fantastic. So they heal you in the tournaments, not in the survival. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we're starting again. This is a 2 versus 2. That's absolutely fine. This is going to be a pretty instant victory here, I'm pretty sure. Or not, if my friend dies immediately, which would be hilarious. Yeah, we've got to be careful here. I don't really... There we go, nice. I didn't really want to take unnecessary damage. This guy is going to die too in a minute. This guy is literally just taking blows like no one's business. What is he actually doing right here? He just couldn't be bothered. He just couldn't be bothered to defend. I guess that's me sometimes. I guess that's me sometimes, you know? That is exactly what happens. Alright, so there you go. We're basically back at full HP, which is very nice. And now... Who's this? This is the guy that has the best armor in the world, apparently. We're just going to hit him on his arms, I guess. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna try and use dash a little bit more, I guess. Dash does not actually help you. Dash is actually really bad, in my opinion. I feel like, as I said before, earlier in this video, I actually feel like making dash better actually would have been a good solution to the whole sprint thing, because instead of, you know, making sprint an unviable option, you know, because it's still viable, obviously, as you can see from what I'm doing here, but it's just more punishing. However, obviously dash is just inferior to sprinting, so I feel like that could possibly be a good solution in general. I don't know. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be. But as I say, invulnerability frames with dodges would be actually pretty cool. Anyway, there you go. We actually managed to achieve victory with our bet as well. And that means that I'm not actually going to lose any of that. Because as you can see, look at this. My bet paid out 1,300. So I actually do get the full amount of the bet, which is fantastic. So there you go. We get some additional things there. Okay, wait a minute. What's actually You see the store right now? You see the store right now? What's actually going on here? I didn't ask for all of these things. I asked for helmets. Oh. Never mind. I actually thought that I asked for helmets only, but apparently you can't specify it that dramatically. I actually thought that you could. This is not the right helmet though, friends. I would love to have been able to purchase this, but obviously that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to re-roll because there is no point. Otherwise, I was hopeful for the wreath, but obviously that did not happen. Okay, so yeah, we got a new weapon here as well, by the way. This is the weapon that the new faction uses. And this is a new weapon added to the game in general. And it's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking like a pretty solid weapon. I'm personally not going to be using it, I don't think. But it looks pretty cool, nevertheless. And, ooh, that is a nice shield. Now, you know me, I actually don't like shields in this game. I think that they actually sabotage me and make me die much faster. But this does give us a multiplier of 20% additional fame, which is really, really nice. So what I'm going to do something really, really outrageous here, and I'm just going to buy it, and I'm going to leave myself with no money, but I can trade my fame in case I want to do a little bit of something here. Okay, so this is luck of the draw. Oh, wow. No, I hate these. I hate these really, really large battles. No offense. If you like them, then that's obviously great. For me personally, I do not like the really, really large battles. I think that they're super, super inefficient if you're trying to, if you're trying to earn cash and fame and so on and so forth. I feel like they're really, really difficult to complete within 5 minutes or so, and I feel like that, if you're in there for 5 minutes or more, it just stands to reason that it would be a lot better to just go into a 1 versus 1 and try to win that, even if it's a difficult bit of combat. However, you got to bear in mind though, obviously there's a big caveat there. If you're not so proficient with the combat system, or if you feel uncomfortable with the combat system initially, it is definitely recommended to go into one of these. Because then you're going to have more practice. You're going to have more practice because you have more targets, and you don't have to worry about one enemy completely murdering you, because let's face it, the AI is a lot more aggressive now. And as I said, I don't know if I really agree about that change, because I actually felt like the AI was pretty deadly before. Because as you could no doubt tell, I mean, we've done how many episodes so far? I think we've done this. I think this is the 13th episode, and I've only achieved victory with one character so far. Obviously, in the first couple of episodes of this new season of We Who Are About to Die, I was not so good at the combat because I was a bit rusty. However, it's still difficult. That's the point. It's still difficult, and you're going to have to be playing very, very good if you're going to be able to achieve victory with any of the other classes, because I feel like the politician has a lot of leeway most of the time, but obviously it very much depends on the matches that you decide to take. As you saw with my run with him, I basically just took 1 versus 1s and managed to achieve victory, just because I was constantly able to outnumber the opponent. But with every other class, you're not able to really do that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.